Questo speciale è offerto da Giusis Stile.
Uno speciale regalo per voi, in occasione del Momòhill Film Fair, da Giusis Stile, solo fino al 30 novembre, 30% di sconto su listino. Vi aspetto!
Salve a tutti, ben ritrovati a Chiasso News, speciale Momòhill Film Fair. In questa edizione i trailer delle opere che verranno proiettate giovedì sera 14 dalle ore 20 in poi.
Sex trafficking is modern-day slavery.
It's a complex challenge that the public fails to really understand what sex trafficking is.
People are startled to find out that they are in our neighborhoods, and oftentimes they're in our home, and we don't know it.
Because of social media, they're able to reach into the bedroom and deceive and manipulate our children.
They work actively through threats and use of violence to keep them afraid.
They can do whatever they want to you because they've paid for you.
He let them gang rape me and beat me up while he was watching.
He started to hit me.
Punched me in my face.
It was like a fingernail foul. He started stabbing me.
I realized if I stay in this, I'm gonna end up dead. I was thinking how did I end up here?
I would have never thought life would have sent me on the trail that it sent me on. To be sitting here talking to you right now. It was right after my 14th birthday where I met my first trafficker.
We're seeing evidence that traffickers and buyers are targeting teens, 14, 15, 16-year-old kids, to have extremely degrading sex acts with adults, sometimes 8 to 10 to 12 times a day.
There's no state in the United States where it hasn't yet been documented. So we're seeing it happen in rural communities and urban communities, affecting people of all races and ethnicities.
Why isn't this making everyone crazy that children are being taken from their families and sold on the street as objects for sex? It should drive us crazy.
It's important to save those girls because they shouldn't have to go through what I went through. Nobody should have to endure that type of lifestyle.
Failure's not an option. Because it's our kids.
Every sacrifice, heartbreak, failure, triumph, betrayal, they were all worth it because they led me to where I am now.
Heard it all before. For every time we spoke of my dreams, never felt quite sure. Another wall to break before me. Oh, that's far and wide.
This is the last memory of my family. I have not been back home for over a decade. That will all change now.
In moments unseen, a vision your heart could only see.
When we realized Iceland was ranked #1 by the United Nations in gender equality for 9 years in a row, we jumped in a van, drove to the tip north of Denmark and took the ferry. We were about to spend a winter in Iceland, guided by the snow, the sun and the swell. We were about to discover a land shaped by women.
The pleasure of changing the world, and I think that's such an incredibly important thing, that when you want to make change, You're not just doing it because you have to and you're all burdened. You do it because it's great fun, you know. And you do it through the sense of humor of the fact that the situation isn't good enough and you want to fix it, but it's still a little bit funny, the fact that you have to do it, you know.
Yeah, I think it's very important to have female role models because that is what we can reflect on as girls, as women.
Having Vigdis as our president gave us courage and gave us power to believe in ourselves and that we could follow our dreams and do anything.
The girls of today demand power and equality and respect. And we're not asking politely, we're demanding something that should already be ours a long time ago.
I think the future of my generation is equality.
I think the future of the world is going to be equality.
Absolutely.
Kuşlara bak, kuşlara. Baba, bu adamlar kim?
Silahçılar oğlum. Bu bozkırda herkes silahlarını bunlardan alır.
Silah insana güven verir. İnsanın canını, malını, namusunu korur.
Bir gün eminiyatımla eve gelin getirmek nasip olur inşallah.
Sen bu bıçakları yaparken bir gün sana karşı kullanacaklarını hiç tahmin etmiş miydin?
Kötülük bıçakta değil.
Bir bardakta ayran ver hele.
Gel kızım!
Ne yapıyorsun?
Abdullah!
Kuşlara bak, kuşlara! Asıl sen bak kuşlara! Namussuz köpek!
Allah'ım ben ne yaptım?
Ben kasabanın namusunu temizledim. Ben suçlu değilim. Hürriyet istiyorum. Ziya'yı ben vurmadım.
Çolak Ziya'yı ben öldürdüm. Ama benim namusum o kadar ucuz mu ki sen ben vurmadım diyorsun?
İçimde öyle bir sızı var ki... iyi sevap yaptığım her şey ceza oldu.
Ölene saygısı yok ki yaşayan olsun. Utanma.
Sen soluğu bile vuramazsın be.
İyi ki de yaptığımız düşmana namussuz.
Yıkıl git karşından, hadi!
Artık gücüm kalmadı. Bana yardım et.
Can almak acıların en acısıdır.
Ziya!
Allah her şeyi iyi yapar, güzel yapar.
Look, Sam's back.
Per questa edizione è tutto, ben rivederci alla prossima edizione con i trailer di venerdì.